Hi everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making a honey walnut pie. Think pecan pie, but with honey and walnuts. So I'm going to show you how you can make a honey walnut pie as well. So let's get started. Okay, so there's a couple preparation steps that you want to do ahead of time. First thing that I did was to get my pie crust rolled out and put in my pie plate. While I'm waiting to get everything else done, I'm just gonna stick this in my fridge so it stays nice and cool. We are not gonna be baking it before we put it in the oven, so this is ready to go. Now over here I have my walnuts, which we are going to toast up in a 400-degree oven. It's only going to take about 5 minutes to do this, but you want to start this probably about 20 minutes ahead of time just to give them time to cool down, because you don't want them to be hot when you're putting them in your mixture. This is about 3 cups of walnuts, and I recommend buying them whole and chopping them yourself as opposed to buying a chopped package, just because it's going to be a little bit more, there's going to be a little bit more difference in the size than if you buy a chopped package. So these are going in the oven, and then we will do the rest of it. Alright, so while the walnuts are doing their thing, we're going to cream together some ingredients. We've got 1 stick of butter in there, so half a cup of butter, softened to room temperature, of course. 1 tablespoon of flour, 3/4 cups of light brown sugar, and we also have in there 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So we're just going to use our stand mixer here and get that all nice and fluffy. So all of that is combined. In this bowl here I have 3 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're just going to add this egg by egg and mix in between. So all of our eggs have been whipped in now. You do want to let it whip pretty well in between additions, because they will get a little bit fluffier if you let it whip a couple minutes in between each egg. Now I'm going to be adding in my honey. It is my Hatch's honey, which I've talked about before, in wildflower. So it's going to be really nice floral taste to it. The wildflower might be my favorite. And I'll leave a link below where you can get the honey from as well. So you're going to add in half a cup of honey, and we're just going to go ahead and give this its final mix. Now that all of our ingredients are mixed up, you just want to scrape down the sides of the bowl and your beater, and then we are going to add in the walnuts. And now we just fold the mixture around our walnuts until they are all nice and coated. Once all your walnuts have been coated in your mixture, you're just going to put them into your pie crust. The recipe that I gave you is enough for 1 pie. So if you're doing more than 1, you'll just want to double it up or work in batches. And if you want, you can go in with an egg wash on your crust. This is just a little bit of beaten egg and about a tablespoon of water, just to give us a nice sheen on the top of our crust. This is going to go into a 400-degree oven. We're going to bake it for about 15 minutes at 400 degrees, and then we're going to turn down the temperature to about 350 degrees for another 25 minutes. Guys, here is our finished honey walnut pie. It looks so beautiful. You're just going to want to let this cool for at least 4 hours before slicing into it, because it does need some time to set up, but it's going to be really, really delicious.